Hi guys, this is Nick Group with Art. So happy 2026, and starting the year with some new pieces, some new items that we've acquired, and this is a perfect addition to our collection. A nice early, very beginning Edo period Wakizashi. Because of the dimensions, it looks like it could be a tanto, but it's actually much longer than that. It's almost 40 centimeter nagasa. Because it uh, because of how wide it is, it gives the illusion that it's actually shorter than it is. Because if I put my fingers beside, you'll see how wide the actual blade is. So this is what we call a unokubizukuri style blade. So you can see it has a kind of like a naginata tapering effect. So from this point on, over here, the horimono of the dragon, where it ends, it gets thinner. And that is really good, this portion here, because that would easily slice through something just because it's a little bit thinner than it would on this portion of the blade. So it's really thick next to the machi, and then tapers down and becomes thin along the rest of the mune. So it's a really active blade. And the smith is from a region called Mimasaka. So Mimasaka is not so common. We see this work. It was located just above Bizen. So this particular smith is a mixture of a little bit of Bizen, but he originally came from the Mino region. So he, if I recall, it claimed to be the 17th generation Naoishizu line. So it's quite interesting. He's first generation, and this is kind of Kanekage, and the Smith May reads, starting from at the top over here, which is a little bit hidden, but it reads Mimasaka no kuni Tsuyama Jucho Oeman Nojo Kanekage Kore Osaku. So Kore Osaku means he made this, which is that portion over here. So he was obviously stating the region that he's from, no Kuni, that's his title. And what's interesting, he mentions Choemon, which is actually his personal name. So he's specifically saying, I'm this generation Smith. So he's the first generation. And on the other side, so that's the May is this whole portion here. And on this side, which I'll show you very shortly, but that reads Jingobe no Jo Fukushima. So I believe he was the retainer at the time. So this would have belonged to the retainer of that era, or one of the retainers. And it comes in this really fine, original, unaltered Edo period Koshirae in Higo style. And you can see that those minuki look like they're solid gold. So what's interesting about it is this tsuba. So some of you might recognize what that is, but it's the saddle to the saddle that samurai would have on horseback, and you can see it's all gold inlay on one side, and one side it's very plain. It's really beautiful. So Higo, and this is what you want to see, is on the kashida to see some of that wear and tear, because that's the point of contact, often with the hands and the rubbing. So oftentimes the fuchi over here, it was less touched than the kashida. So really nice chicken with, or it looks like some kind of pheasant with the babies, and on the other side as well. Really beautiful, really classy. And the surprising touch is this really beautiful ornate kozuka. Nice, typical black urushi, but has this kind of like texture to it. Really beautiful set. There's no negative comments that I could say about this. Another little hidden touch is this little double piece habaki, which has a silver one side, silver foil, and gold foil in 2 different textures. So here's the blade. Really, really, really something. Look at that. Really strong, big blade. Very active. So this is the portion of where the name is on this side. So signed on both sides. And you can see really beautiful, beautiful Hamon. Looks almost like fire. Kind of Joji Gunome with some Tobayaki, where the Hamon kind of separates from the rest of it. But it's very, very fine Nia crystals, almost like Nioi based Hamon. Early Edo, so it's very beginning of Edo period. And he's also Wazamono ranked. So that's a nice touch. So Mimasaka region, which we don't really see very often, like I said. Really beautiful, strong blade. Nihontoart.com, guys. Come see us. Happy 2026. All the best.